Do you know?
Do it.
This week, the song gained about 3.38 million new YouTube views, pushing its total to over 67.6 million views. What's interesting here is that this isn't a brand new release, but it's still pulling steady growth. This level of consistency suggests strong, fandom-driven replay value. Even without heavy current promotions, the song is clearly still circulating among fans. Did you expect Do It to still be charting this strongly?
Just do it, do it.
Released on October 10th, 2025. The song added around 3.7 million views this week, bringing the total to approximately 135.8 million views. This ranking matters because Baby Monster has been maintaining momentum long after release. Compared to their earlier stages, this shows growing public familiarity, not just early hype. The steady weekly growth suggests that new listeners are still discovering the track. This week alone, it gained about 4.75 million views, with a massive total of over 315.6 million views. For a song that's been out for several months, this level of weekly growth is notable. Compared to Blackpink's usual release cycle, Jump continuing to pull these numbers shows how their catalog remains active even without a fresh comeback period. Does this song still feel fresh to you? Number 7 goes to Spaghetti by Les Seraphim, featuring J-Hope of BTS, released on October 24th, 2025. It recorded about 4.89 million new views this week, reaching around 70.9 million total views. This ranking is interesting because collaborations often see sharp early spikes, but here we're seeing sustained growth instead. Considering the timing and cross-fandom interest, this suggests long-term replay rather than just curiosity-driven clicks. Rank 6. At number 6, Killer Joy by CNBLUE, released on January 7th, 2026. The song pulled in approximately 5.34 million views this week, which matches its total views so far, since it's a brand new release. For a fresh comeback, debuting this high reflects strong initial attention. Compared to CNBLUE's recent releases, this suggests solid interest right out of the gate. The next few weeks will be key to seeing whether this growth stabilizes or accelerates. Coming in at number 5, Good Goodbye by Wasa, released on October 15th, 2025. This week, it gained around 5.35 million views, pushing the total to about 88.2 million views. What stands out here is the balance between longevity and weekly growth. Compared to earlier solo releases, this track is holding attention well into its post-promotion phase, which usually points to strong emotional resonance with listeners. At number 4, we have UFO A Tent On by Say My Name, released on December 29th, 2025. The song added about 5.48 million views this week, bringing its total to around 14.6 million views. This ranking matters because the weekly growth is large relative to the total views. That suggests momentum is still building. Compared to many late December releases, this track is gaining traction quickly into January. Number 3 is a familiar name, Gangnam Style by Psy, originally released on July 15th, 2012. Even now, it gained about 7.16 million views this week, with an incredible total of over 5.81 billion views. This is a reminder of how legacy tracks can still perform strongly. Compared to most songs on this list, its weekly growth comes from cultural relevance and global nostalgia rather than promotions. Seeing it this high always raises the question, how long can this song keep pulling numbers? number 2, Amber T by Rosé, featuring Bruno Mars, released on October 18th, 2024. It recorded around 14.3 million views this week, pushing its total to over 2.26 billion views. This ranking is especially interesting because the song is well past its release window, yet still gaining massive weekly views. Compared to Rosé's previous solo releases, this collaboration clearly expanded global reach and long-term streaming power.
Step outside and you pin it right back, just like that.
And taking the top spot this week, Pretty Boy Swag by Identity, released on January 5th, 2026. The song pulled in about 25.4 million views this week, which is also its current total, marking a very strong debut. Debuting at number 1 with this level of view growth shows immediate attention and curiosity. Compared to other new releases this week, the gap is quite noticeable. The big question now is whether this momentum can hold in week 3. Did you expect this song to take number 1 so quickly?
Thing to do is play, get your